Hey, Torsten, what are you doing? We have only 60 seconds left. Ricardo, hurry up. Only 60 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Gordon, not much time left. Only 60 seconds. Come on.
What's the purpose of this chain? No clue. No, I think we don't need it.
Welcome to Epiroc. Welcome to an introduction of a new design concept for drum cutter tools. A new hydraulic attachment tool that will be game-changing in many applications for the construction and mining industry. My name is Torsten, and I'm joined today with Gordon Hambach, who will present the new hydraulic attachment tool to us today. Gordon, how do you feel today, 8 o'clock in the morning?
It's early, but I'm very excited, I need to say. So I think it will be a great day today.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm also excited. I'm really excited about this innovation from Epiroc. Before we go ahead, just some practicalities. Please mute all and questions through the chat functions. And now, let's get started. Revolutions may come in many forms, and we are happy, excited, and proud to share with you a new innovation from Epiroc that will pioneering a lot of applications in the market. Just imagine you need to dig a trench, with a drum cutter. With a drum cutter, you go in the trench and you go side by side to make the base of the ground even. How do you feel if you can dig the trench just by going straight down without moving left and right, making the base of the trench even, plus saving time and operating cost in the process itself? By so doing, you protect the environment and your investment. Sounds too good to be true? Not with our new design concept of a V-cutter, the VC2000. Let's have a look.
Sometimes things in life are hard to explain. This is not one of them. When we look at humanity and its endeavors to improve its existence, we see a pattern. A pattern of continuous development through adaptability. The trial between man and machine. A synergy between intuition and science. When simple ideas come together with precision, execution, we see brilliance. It births solutions that are faster, economical, effective, and effortless. This simple approach has shaped our latest V-shaped drum cutter, the VC2000. A reshaped angle, an industry first that has you covered on all ends. In addition to energy savings, lower investment, and reduced maintenance costs, our cutters end up being operator and environment friendly. A new logical approach to cutting trenches, Epiroc's VC2000 allows for a cut with the same depth over the entire width. No more zigzag. All this while saving time, money, the environment, and the carrier itself. How does the Epiroc VC2000 perform versus the traditional drum cutters? An industry first, up to 40% less energy cost, easy handling, minimum wear on carrier, environmental protection. No more zigzag. Think V.
Wow, impressive, isn't it? You can see here on our VC2000, by placing these drums in a V shape, it enables to cut the trench really seamless. No material stays untouched between the drums. So you can cut the trench much faster and more accurate. You work with this drum cutter like you work with a bucket. You go just straight down in the ground. The energy savings and also time, of course, is substantial. It's easier to operate and friendlier to your carrier. We have many hours tested this Epiroc design concept for the V-cutter. And this V-cutter excels reliability, robustness, ease of use, and ease of maintenance. Taken into account in the long run, reduced downtime and maintenance work, it is a fantastic investment for you. So for the future, when you talk about trenching, think V. As a general rule for Epiroc, no product launch without a look at the real solution in details. Gordon Hambach will present the product details to us now. So over to you, Gordon. Tell us why shape matters.
Thanks, Torsten. So this is the new VC2000 with a service weight of 2,000 kilos or 4,400 pounds. It's basically suitable for carriers from 20 to 40 metric tons or 44 to 88,000 pounds. Basically what you see here is the Pro bracket, which we strongly recommend for trenching applications, since the hoses are centrally guided towards the carrier, and by that we achieve the best possible protection. But you can also get the mechanical rotatable bracket, which you know from the R range, of course. That is also available for the VC2000. Alternatively, you can also use a 360-degree endless hydraulic rotation unit if you want to optimize positioning, handling, and these things in certain applications. Additionally, it features a high torque gear motor here. And we have basically to be able to adapt it to the carrier needs, to the oil flow, to the oil pressure. We have 4 motor variants available here. When it comes to the housing itself, we haven't compromised on the well-known robustness there. And basically the housing is also the place where you can fit the HUTCON module if you want to track the machine during operation, when it comes to location, when it comes to operating hours and these things, so that would go on here. Additionally, you can also have a water spraying system attached to it so that you can minimize the dust during the operation. Coming to the key part, basically the drums. We have a width of around 1 meter or 3 to 3.5 feet roundabout. And basically with the V-shape, together with this adopted pick pattern, we are able to minimize the gap between the drums down to 5 centimeters, round about 2 inch there, which basically eliminates the seam on the ground. The picks itself, we have 30 picks on each side. A little bit more than a traditional drum cutter there. It's to smoothen the operation. It's to basically also create smoother surfaces. And basically the picks are guided in replaceable sleeves. So whenever they are worn, you can replace them without detaching the pick boxes. But also we have basically the quick step system, which you know from the Epiroc range as well, the retaining system, so that you can easily replace the picks on site. And certainly we also offer a variety of different picks there so that you can adapt the cutter even more when it comes to performance, when it comes to wear, to the ground conditions. But I mean, even when the V-shape seems to be very, very obvious, or an obvious solution to close the gap, basically the major challenge during the development was the transmission. So we were forced to come up with a completely new and innovative gearbox solution here to basically connect the high torque gear motor with the big maintenance-free, lubrication-free as well, output shaft there. And I need to say that we really managed it without compromising the well-known, famous air-cut cutting technology.
Thank you, Gordon. That sounds really impressive. I have a question. There are several manufacturers for chain cutters in the market, and they have some advantages, you know, this operation in no zigzag. And we provided it now also with our V-cutter solution, which is unique. What exactly is the difference between our solution and these chain cutters manufacturer?
I mean, chain cutters are certainly impressive tools, simply due to its size, of course. But basically, with this design, we are able to achieve the same results without the complexity. So it's lower in weight. So by that, we can attach it to smaller excavators. By that, we lower the fuel consumption. Beside that, we have far less picks on it. We have also, we cut the maintenance, the required maintenance by half. So it really is beneficial for the operating cost, I need to say. And on top of that, the investment is significantly lower compared to a chain cutter. So the savings are really convincing, I need to say.
Yeah, that sounds really convincing. So for me, it sounds like we have maintained the benefits of the ordinary drum cutter and get plus now the features of the chain cutters in. Absolutely, excellent, very good. How does this weak cutter fit to our how does it fit in our portfolio for trenching, what we are providing to our customers?
I mean, I think it fits perfectly. I mean, together with the established team of products that we can offer to the market, like the hydraulic breakers, the other transverse and axial drum cutters that we have, the compactors, the bucket screeners, the crushers. So this is basically an additional solution, and we widen our solution options with this new tool.
Good. Thanks, Gordon. So we have really a unique product, and this design, especially this concept, but is this really unique? Is it something that we have on our side only?
Yes, indeed. I mean, basically, as I said before, the V-shape seems to be obvious, and also some other manufacturers tried this shape to close this gap. But basically, we are the first ones to manage to build this design on a proven technology. I mean, the air-cut drum cutter technology is proven. We have a long service life, reliability, performance, and we are really able to integrate that and adapt it to the new design. By the way, we also have it patent pending since May 2020, so we are really an industry first when it comes to these tools on the market.
That is great news. That is really great news. We like to be the first one, and I must also say here, it was a great collaboration between the teams from Aircut and Epiroc together. They have made this really coming together. So let's look a little bit deeper, Gordon, in application. We're talking a lot about trenching here. Is that this V-cutter concept also suitable for other application or only for trenching?
No, I mean, even when trenching is, of course, one main application for this, because really the benefits are really, taking part there. But we also tested the VC2000 successfully in other common drum cutter applications, like quarrying, demolition, tunneling, soil extraction, and these things. So it's really a plus there that you get.
Okay,
But here we also have a few examples for you. You can have a look to that.
great. We like to see it.
I mean, we have tested basically the drum cutter in various rock types, for example, limestone, sandstone, and these things, also in different fracture levels. We also tested it in different positions, like vertical, like in a trench, but also slots that you can make. And basically, when it comes to the rock itself, it's the optimum compressive strength of this one is 80 megapascal or 11,600 psi. Additionally, as I said before, we tested it also in demolition jobs. We had it tested in a bunker deconstruction, but also we did a renovation of a floodgate there. And we have seen that we are able to cut reinforcements up to 16 millimeters or 5/8 inch without any problem.
You use in tunneling too. Okay.
Yes, we actually did. I mean, we put it there really to a stress test in really hard material, maybe a little bit harder than actually supposed to.
Looks like, yeah.
Works that. But also, as you can see, you can still move the cutter side to side. So it's not the limiting factor there.
Okay. Excellent. So now let's summarize the V-shaped drum cutter revolution. Gordon, what are the main takeaways for our customers here with this innovation?
Yeah, I think simplicity really prevails. Some benefits are sometimes hard to explain, but this is not the case here. We have a really seemingly simple solution with an extraordinary leverage on these new tools. I mean, you save up to 40% energy, which is always important, but even more these days, of course. And since you work with it like a bucket, there is no side-to-side movement. It's quite easier to handle. It minimizes the wear on the carrier itself. It lowers also the environmental impact. So it really makes a big turn there. Additionally, as I said, it's working underwater. And basically this patent-pending solution we have extensively tested in different applications. So I need to say, in short, we are really ready with this one.
Very good. Very good summary. Great. So now let's see if we have received some questions from the audience so far. So when I look to the screen, okay, there is Gordon. There's one question, pig consumption. I'm sure that's a big question. Pig consumption, is it comparable to the standard drum cutter? Is there any difference, any change?
No. I mean, simply no. What we have seen during the extensive tests that we basically did, the pig consumption is on a similar level. Sometimes, okay, the pig consumption in general depends on the ground conditions, abrasiveness of the rock, but there is no difference. So whatever someone is used to on a traditional drum cutter, you basically will experience the same on the VC2000.
Okay, great news. Let's see, there's another question. So, do we have more vibration suffering in the boom system of the carrier with this VC drum cutter? What was our experience during these many-hour testing times?
I mean, as I said, we have slightly more picks on it, so it runs smoother. But since we skip basically the side-to-side movement, we really face less vibration to the boom, to the carrier.
Really?
And that is also what minimizes the wear down the road on the carrier, on the bolts and everything on the carrier itself.
That is fantastic, and I think that's very good news, especially for the operator that they use this equipment.
For sure.
Yeah, looks like no more question. Okay. Maybe we were overwarming in the moment, the audience. I was expecting more questions, but okay, good.
Okay, but Torsten, I have a question for you. How do you see this new attachment fitting into our portfolio?
First of all, I like to say, you know, I'm really proud, I'm impressed about this result. I'm proud to be member of this team, which has developed this new innovation from Epiroc, and I see it as a really new milestone for the hydraulic attachment tool development over the time. You know that we have invented the hydraulic breaker and we have patented the hydraulic breaker 1963, and that was the beginning of the rollout of new hydraulic attachment tools. And this V-cutter now is really another milestone in our development history to the future, of course. And I must just say it was a fantastic teamwork. I did really enjoy the meetings, the result, interviewing our customers. They helped us to develop, to make these machines even more reliable and so on. So it is just, it confirmed once again, you know, that we are the leading company in hydraulic attachment tools. No, I'm really proud of us, of Epiroc. And AirCut, of course. We should not forget that technology comes from AirCut. Yeah? Is that the answer to you?
Perfectly, perfectly, thanks. Good.
Now I have a question to you. I think that's the most important question from our audience here then. Do we have these machines already available? Can somebody place an order, use it, or ask for a demonstration?
Yes, actually we do have it available. So also in the project we made it happen towards this date to have everything ready. We have machines available for test. So basically you all can request a demo now. So feel free to contact us, of course.
Great, so we are ready. Saying that, we are coming to the end of this product introduction. All you need to remember is that shape matters, and that Epiroc did make this V-cutter concept durable and reliable for our customers' challenges. You can find more information on epiroc.com, think we, or by contacting our Epiroc customer centers or business partner. Thank you for all, for your attention, and to the future, think we.
We definitely don't need it.